It was terrifying.
Let's talk
I don't know.
about this.
Maybe there are actors in the house. I don't know. But we had 2 weeks of rehearsal for this play. And it's a conversation. So we're always talking, you know. And when when I was offered the play and they said, and we want to get it out as quickly as possible, so we're going to do this 2-week rehearsal process and we'll take it and we'll get it up, and I'm like, yeah. And then the reality happened and I was like, oh shit. I don't know if that can go out live on AOL, but
it absolutely can.
It was like, oh my God. So yeah. So our first preview. I will honestly say our first preview, it was the least prepared I've ever been in my career to go in front of an audience.
Hands down. There's something that it's kind of called the actor's nightmare, where every actor has this, where you wake up in the middle of the night and you're on stage and you don't know what play you're in.
You don't know what play you're in,
Everyone's
or
looking
you
at
know
you.
what play you're in,
Your
but you
next
don't know
line
the
is.
words, or you're there and you don't have your costume, whatever. We were living the nightmares.
This was
the
a
actor's
manifestation of the actual nightmare.
Yeah, it really
as you're
was.
sitting there
It really was.
and you're backstage and there's this light. And the light is your cue light to go out. And then that cue light will go out and you need to walk onto stage. And I've never had the experience of walking on stage going, I do not know the play. I don't know the story.
What did you do?
Yeah.
We supported each other. I mean, and that
We
was
did.
the beautiful thing about that experience.
We did.
That,
And we had to call for line, or at least I did. I don't know if you did. We had to call for line a couple times.
You saved me.
I saved you a couple times. We derailed. We got back on track,
Yeah.
But it was crazy. I mean, we came off stage and we were just like, oh my God.
It was very real. It was very
And
real.
Robert, were you sitting in the? I assume you were sitting in the audience
course,
for that.
absolutely.
Were you terrified?
It had been an intense period, as everyone was saying, but and this night had a certain additional level of terror and anxiety that a first performance doesn't always have. But boy, did it bump things up, and really it's been great from there.
Yeah.
It's not a bad place for this encounter between these two people, to have the actors feeling a little bit back on their heels, a little bit unsure, quite frankly.
I think we
Because the
grew
situation is
from that
unsure.
night, and I'll just say
Absolutely.
this as an actor, I'm bonded to Tamara for the rest of my life because of
Yes.
that experience.
We've been through the trenches together.
And we've built trust and a powerful working relationship, and it's really exciting.
It's awesome.
I mean, you can hear a pin drop. I mean, that 90 minutes, the audience doesn't move. They're sitting like this,
Yeah.
or gripping the armrest. It is. I have never been in the theater. I've been doing this for a long time. I have never seen an audience so riveted as they are by their performance. This is really extraordinary.
It's great. I remember telling Badge after one performance, when the lights came down, I heard, a few people toward the front of the house when we went to blackout, I just heard, there was just this, because it was like nobody was breathing. Nobody was breathing to the end of the play.
And there's no rush to leave the theater either. People take their time and they want to talk. They want to talk about what they've just experienced. They want to talk about what they're feeling.
Yes.
It is a provocation, and it's
absolutely.
accomplishing its job.